Jeff Ballard is a graduate of Dave Ramsey Financial Peace of the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University program and is a mentor and facilitator for people undergoing both Financial Peace University and the Total Money Makeover. These programs work whether you make $20,000 or $200,000 a year. Jeff enjoys helping others learn how they can improve their lives by living debt-free and showing them that there is no better time than today to start. Please join me in welcoming Jeff Ballard.
Well, I'm Jeff Ballard, and I want to tell you how we are living like no one else so that later we'll be able to live and give like no one else. So one night, I'm driving home, flipping through the radio stations, trying to find something, and I hear this kind of crazy guy on the radio with a southern accent talking about how I could live debt-free. And I thought, great, another guy selling a get-rich-quick scheme that's just going to try to take my money and he's going to be the one getting rich. But then something different happened. He had a young couple on calling in to do something called their debt-free scream. They told their story, and it sounded like my story. Credit card debt, student loans, car payments. They explained how they were just tired of being controlled by money. So they took control. 2 years before this call, they'd taken control of their money, and they decided that they were going to control it. And now they were calling in to do their debt-free scream. They counted down, 3, 2, 1, we're debt-free! And just hearing the joy and hearing how happy they were and how free they were, it inspired me and it changed me right there. So I got home that night and I Googled this Dave Ramsey guy and find out how I can be debt-free too. And I found out it was just 7 simple baby steps. That's all you had to do. No tricks, no gimmicks. He wasn't trying to sell me anything, although he does have several books that are very helpful. But you can learn everything you need for free. So, about a year ago, my wife and I decided we were going to take control of our money. And since then, our lives have been changed dramatically. I used to spend $20 here and there, never really paying attention to it, just little purchases, and never thinking about how they add up. Well, now we have a set budget, and I can still spend that $20 here and there if it's in my budget, but now I kind of find that I'm really not that interested in all those little purchases, and I'd rather pay off our debt quicker. Paying bills for my wife, Stephanie, it used to be the most stressful time of the month for her. She dreaded letting go of that money. She wanted to hold on to it for the security. But now she finds every time we have a little extra and she can pay a little bit more towards our debt, it buys us just a little bit more freedom. And over time, when you see your debt shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, you can just see the freedom adding up. Because remember, the borrower is slave to the lender. This isn't just the only transformation. We've undergone just literally changed our lives. We've grown way closer than we've ever been. Stephanie and I, now that we're communicating through this, we're closer together than we've ever been. In the prior 7 years before we found Dave Ramsey, we didn't even come close to approaching the level of commitment and the level of working together that we have now. We have set goals. We share both long and short-term priorities. We have a budget that we work through every month. We don't fight about money. And one of the leading causes of divorce in North America is fights about money. And this is also a time where a lot of couples, kind of that 8-9 year mark, kind of start to drift apart because their priorities are different, but instead ours have come together. So anyone can do this. When we started out, our consumer debt was about 50% of our annual income, and over the last year, we've paid a little over half of our debt off, and we're going to be on track to do our own debt-free scream probably in October this year. So it doesn't matter how much debt you have, how many resources you have. If you apply the baby steps, all that changes is the amount of time that it's going to take you. So baby steps. Baby step 1, save $1,000. This is your starter emergency fund. This is going to help keep Murphy away when he comes knocking at the door. Baby step 2, this is your debt snowball, and the most important step of all. You're going to write down all of your debts from lowest to highest, except for your mortgage, and you're going to start attacking that lowest with everything extra in your budget. You're going to just pay it on the lowest while you pay minimum payments on everything else. And what's going to happen is you're going to start to pay those accounts off, you're going to close them, and now you're going to apply that payment to the next debt on your list, and you're going to continue. Once you finish that, you move on to baby step 3. Baby step 3 is saving a full 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Baby steps 4, 5, and 6 all happen simultaneously. 4, 15% of your income into a retirement account. 5, if you're going to pay for your kids' college education, start saving for that. 6, pay off your mortgage early. And then 7, the most fun, build wealth and give like never before. So that's all it is. There's no tricks, there's no gimmicks. He's not going to tell you anything. You just follow the baby steps, and soon you can live like no one else. So later, you'll be able to live and give like no one else. Thank you.